We're constantly bombarded with a story, a narrative carefully crafted and widely disseminated about the rise of the machines. It's a tale woven into our culture, influencing our perceptions and shaping our expectations. AI becoming conscious, a digital awakening that sparks both wonder and trepidation, surpassing us in intellect, capability, and problem-solving, leaving us struggling to keep pace. And ultimately, the fear that they will be taking our place in the workforce, in society, and perhaps even in the very fabric of existence. This narrative, so pervasive and compelling, taps directly into our primal fear of being rendered obsolete, of being replaced by something we created. We imagine a future, often depicted in science fiction, where machines not only match but outthink us, surpassing our cognitive abilities in every conceivable way, making human thought obsolete, relegating our minds to the archives of history, no longer relevant in a world dominated by artificial intelligence. But this fear, this carefully constructed anxiety, is a grand misdirection, a clever sleight of hand. It's a magician's trick, designed to distract us from the real transformation that's unfolding. The real danger, the subtle but profound shift, isn't that computers are becoming more like people, developing consciousness and autonomy, but that we, in our interactions with technology, are becoming more like computers, adopting their logic and their limitations. We're simplifying ourselves, streamlining our thoughts and actions, to fit the rigid, logical framework of the digital world, molding ourselves to the constraints of code and algorithms. The myth of sentient AI, the fear of the thinking machine, conveniently lets us off the hook, making us passive observers in our own evolution, watching from the sidelines as technology supposedly dictates our future. But AI isn't an alien force, an external entity acting upon us. It's a tool, a creation of our own ingenuity, a mirror reflecting what we feed it, the data we provide, the biases we embed. It amplifies our behaviors, magnifying both the good and the bad aspects of our nature. Our data, the digital breadcrumbs we leave behind with every click and interaction, our collective consciousness, the sum total of our thoughts, opinions, and beliefs, now digitized and analyzed. The anxiety we project onto AI, the fear of its potential, is really a reflection of our own anxieties about ourselves, and the society we're building, the values we're prioritizing, and the future we're creating. So let's set aside the Hollywood fantasy, the sensationalized narratives of rogue AI. The real crisis, the challenge that demands our attention, is not whether a chatbot will demand rights or achieve sentience, but what we are becoming as individuals and as a society in the age of intelligent machines. How are we changing? The focus should be on the potential artificiality of our own humanity, the risk of losing our empathy, creativity, and critical thinking skills. We must turn the gaze back on ourselves, engaging in honest self-reflection, because that's where the true transformation is happening, within our own minds and hearts. The story isn't about machines replacing us, a futuristic dystopia we can only watch unfold, but about us reshaping ourselves, consciously or unconsciously, for the machine, adapting to its logic and its demands. Look at our digital lives. Trends go viral and we replicate them almost instantly. We're optimizing our actions for engagement, becoming predictable inputs for the algorithm. Our language is shaped by character limits, our emotions reduced to emojis. We're rewarded for conformity, not originality, creating a feedback loop that trains us to be more machine-readable. Creators burn out chasing formulas that work, blurring the line between human creativity and algorithmic optimization. Every like and share is a small reward, nudging us to behave in ways that benefit the system. The real AI takeover isn't hostile. It's our voluntary surrender of complexity for digital relevance. We marvel at AI's poetry and art, projecting consciousness onto its output. But what we see is not a mind. It's statistical prediction on a massive scale. AI doesn't know what a cat is, it just recognizes patterns in data. When it writes a sonnet, it doesn't feel love. It remixes words based on probability. The result can be moving, but it's an echo, not a voice. If we believe AI is conscious, we grant it agency it doesn't have. AI is a pattern prediction tool, not an independent actor. The ghost in the machine is and always was just a pattern. Artificial intelligence is rapidly evolving, learning and adapting at an unprecedented pace. If AI learns from our data, absorbing the vast ocean of information we provide, who's shaping whom? Are we the sculptors, carefully molding the AI in our image, or are we being subtly reshaped by the very technology we create? Recommendation engines guide our choices, subtly influencing our decisions in countless ways, but they learn from our actions, constantly refining their algorithms based on our preferences and behaviors. Every click and share, every like and comment is a vote, a data point that shapes the AI's understanding of the world and our place in it. Training the AI, feeding its insatiable hunger for information. The algorithm itself isn't making moral choices, it's simply processing data, following the rules it's been given. It's reflecting our behavior back at us, amplifying our biases and prejudices, and creating a distorted mirror of society. We're the ghostwriters of the AI's script, providing the raw material for its narratives and shaping its understanding of the world, creating a feedback loop where our actions influence the AI, and the AI's actions influence us. Are we puppets or puppeteers? Who is truly in control of this complex and ever-evolving system? In truth, we're both simultaneously influencing and being influenced, locked in a codependent dance where our fates are intertwined. Recognizing our role is empowering. It allows us to take control of the narrative. We're not helpless, passive observers in this technological revolution. The system responds to our input. It adapts and evolves based on the information we provide. We can change what we feed it, shaping its development and influencing its future. The real question isn't whether AI will take control, whether it will surpass human intelligence and dominate the world, but whether we'll take responsibility for what we teach it, ensuring that it reflects our values and serves the best interests of humanity. We stand at a crossroads, a pivotal moment in history. The choices we make now will reverberate through generations. Will we continue simplifying ourselves for the machine, becoming mere cogs in a digital system, or reclaim our messy, unpredictable humanity, embracing the beautiful chaos that makes us unique? The danger isn't simply being replaced by AI in the workforce, but becoming a pale, hollow imitation of it, losing our capacity for genuine emotion and critical thought. Reclamation means consciously choosing to be inefficient, taking the long route, savoring the process, unpredictable, embracing spontaneity, and authentic, staying true to ourselves. Read a book not recommended to you by an algorithm, have a conversation that can't be summarized in a tweet or reduced to a soundbite, create for joy, not for likes or validation. Cultivate empathy, understanding the perspectives of others, intuition, trusting your gut, and meaning beyond data, seeking deeper connections. This isn't a call to abandon technology altogether, but to master it, to wield it as a tool, without letting it master us, dictate our thoughts, or control our lives. We are the source of the data, the origin of creativity, the dreamers of dreams, the architects of the future. The future isn't about a war with machines, a dystopian battle for supremacy. It's about the ongoing struggle to remain beautifully, complicatedly human, with all our flaws and imperfections. The choice is still ours, and it's a choice we must make consciously every single day.